Hello, Dana. We have you in the room with Kadir.
Hello.
Hi, Dana. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay! Woo! Thank you so much for speaking with me. I really wanted to know, you as an artist, your work has been featured all over the place. What is it? Is it a particular subject? What is it that truly inspires you to keep going and keep doing art?
Well, I think it's important to always have something to look forward to every day. And I really enjoy creating artwork. I'm an artist. I've always enjoyed creating images since I was, at least 3 years old. So I think that's really what continues to inspire me is that I really love to do it.
Right. Now, when it came to this project for Blackish, could you please talk about what was it about this show that truly made you say, you know what, I want to do art for this. I like their message of what they're doing.
Well, I think being a fan of the show helped quite a bit. It's a very funny show. It's well written, and it doesn't just it addresses the show addresses a lot of experiences and issues that we deal with as Americans, as African Americans, as people in the world. So I think it's a great opportunity. It's had a really significant run, and it's, I think, only getting better. So I thought it was a really great idea to create artwork, to be asked to create artwork, to serve as the key art for the new season. It is a way of making this show, helping to solidify this show and make it a classic. And
right.
what better way to do that than to create a classic oil painting?
Right. Now, can we talk about the process? How long did it take for the painting? And when did you get the idea that this was the image that you wanted to portray?
Well, it was a very short timetable, and I'm not going to share how short.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
I'd say that as far as the concept, I mean, as I said, it was a short timetable. So I got the word not long before it was time to set up photo shoots with the actors, and I had to figure out, what are they going to be doing in this painting. So I would say, honestly, the day before, maybe a couple days before the photo shoot, I had the idea of what the painting would be. And what I did, I looked at a lot of the key art from previous seasons, and I noticed that they had developed a very specific visual language. Most of the cast, they were wearing dark clothes, and it was accented with bright colors, primary and secondary colors. So I thought I'll continue with this visual language, and I'll also trying to do a bit of research as to what people are doing. What would the Johnson family be doing during COVID, during quarantine? There's 9 people in his household, and I'm sure it was a real juggling act. Mm-hmm. So I found a list of things that people are doing during COVID, popular family activities, because all of the key art from previous season was centered around a family activity, whether it's riding bikes or playing Jenga or blowing bubbles. So I found a list that, and on this list of things people were doing during COVID was a tea party. And it reminded me of a popular social meme where people are saying, I'm gonna mind my business and sip my tea. And I thought, this is what the Johnson family is going to be doing in this bizarre world that we're living in 2020, this roller coaster of a year. They'll be saying something sassy, mm-hmm. and then say, well, I'm just minding my business and sipping my tea. So that's what the whole family is doing.
Very nice. I like that idea that very much. Now, during your research, and you was looking through the different things and activities people were doing during COVID, was there anything that came about that was surprising or shocking? Or was this the original kind of plan from the beginning to have them do the sipping of the tea?
This was the original plan. You
Okay.
know, I sat there and I created a very loose sketch. And then, so I had an idea of what each cast member would be doing. And then, you know, during the photo shoot, we just tried a few different things, you know, different positions, just to see, you know, I asked the cast, I said, you know, imagine, and nobody in the cast knew what we were going to be doing. They didn't have any idea of what the painting would be. I just asked them, you know, hold your hand like this. Imagine you're at Buckingham Palace dressed up for a daytime party. And we just kind of went from there. So we tried different poses, and you know, we got some really great stuff from the actors. They were, all of them, consummate professionals.
Right. Now, your work obviously is featured in Blackish. It's been featured on magazines and area and other places as well. What would you say would be your artistic legacy? What is it that you want people to get from your artworks?
I think, you know, I really want people to get a feeling of being the hero in their own story. When they see my artwork, it reminds them of the better parts of themselves. So whether it's Blackish or George Floyd or After the Storm or the players from the Negro Baseball League, I always seek to create artwork that gives people a sense of nobility, pride, and strength. And when you see a picture like that, an image like that, that is reflective of who you are, inside and out, it makes you feel that way. So that's what I want people to feel when they look at my art, any painting that I do.
Right. And by looking at the world, just regular, do you always look with that artistic eye? Are you always observing things that surround you for any of your upcoming pieces or even just work for yourself?
Yeah, I would say that my eyes are always open to recognize not necessarily specific painting, but just I would hope the beauty of you know, of life, of this existence, of my experience as a human being. And I may see something that is striking, you know, a beautiful sunset or sunrise, or the way the light hits something a certain way, and you know, I'll just catalog that, put that in the back of my head, and say maybe I'll use that one day, because that's
Right.
what we are drawing on as artists. We're drawing on those experiences that help create this visual language that will tell our story.
Okay. And lastly, what is it that drives you first? Is it the visual of a piece or is it the emotion that you really want to portray first?
I think the emotion is, the story and the emotion are both are the most important factors in the painting for me. So I'll use all of those tools to emphasize that story or emotion, whether it's dramatic lighting, color, composition, body language, what have you.
Okay. Thank you so much for speaking with me.
Pleasure. Thank you.
No problem.